You ever get that feeling like you're stuck clicking through tons of menus in your business software just to do the simplest thing?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's a huge productivity killer for sure.
So today we're diving into how one expert actually tackled this problem head on. We're looking at a solution developed by Noor, an associate software engineer at Tayana Solutions.
Interesting.
5 years of experience working with ERP systems, over 150 unique scenarios she's dealt with, and 100 customizations specifically within Acumatica's distribution and e-commerce editions. I mean, she really knows her stuff.
Wow, that's impressive. And Tayana Solutions, being the biggest services partner with Acumatica Cloud ERP, they must bring a lot of expertise to the table.
That's right. So, what was the specific bottleneck that Noor was trying to fix?
Yeah, what was she focusing on?
Well, it was like this classic problem needing to take action, directly within a data grid. So imagine you're looking at a big list of sales orders in Acumatica and you need to approve or reject certain items.
Okay, I'm following you.
The standard way of doing it meant clicking into each order one by one, then going to a whole different screen, finding that approval option, and then going back to that main list. And it was like all these extra steps just add up so fast.
Yeah, like a ton of wasted time. It's inefficient, right?
Exactly. It's like, if you needed to grab a tool from your toolbox, but the toolbox is in a completely different room, and each tool is in its own, little container.
Yeah, you're constantly going back and forth. That makes no sense.
Totally. So this manual process, clicking each record, using all those drop-down menus, it was leading to big delays. Processing approvals was taking way too long, and it was just slowing everything down.
Yeah, I can see how that would be a problem. So what did Noor do to fix it?
She came up with a much more direct approach, right? She basically added a custom button right there in that sales order grid.
Okay, so right in the grid itself. That makes sense.
Yeah. But behind the scenes, to do that, she had to open up a customization project within Acumatica, tweak the underlying structure, what they call the graph. She had to define a specific action tied to this new button.
Right, so it's not just a button. There's some logic behind it.
Exactly. Now, the technical stuff involves some code, but the main idea was to tell Acumatica, like, when someone clicks this approve item button, do this specific set of instructions.
I see. And that bypasses all the extra clicking around.
Exactly. So instead of leaving that main grid, the user can just click this new button to approve or reject the item. Boom, done.
So much simpler. Now, how did she actually get that button to show up in the grid?
Good question. She used Acumatica's built-in customization tools, of course. She placed the button right in the action bar, so it's easy to find. And that involved linking the button to the grid's existing toolbar functions.
Makes sense. So they didn't have to reinvent the wheel.
Right. And then, of course, she tested it thoroughly. Different scenarios, to make sure it worked perfectly. And then once it was all good, the customization was deployed for everyone to use.
That's a really smart solution. But how did Noor even know they needed this button on the grid in the first place?
Well, believe it or not, it came directly from the people using the system every single day. Customer feedback.
Oh, so they were the ones saying this is a pain point.
Absolutely. They were like, we need a faster way to handle these approvals. There's too much clicking around. So Noor and her team, they took that feedback, analyzed the sales order screen, and they were like, okay, the grid, that's the key spot to put this shortcut.
Right. Make it easy and accessible. So they took this multi-step process, different screens back and forth, and they boiled it down to a single click right there in the main view.
Exactly.
That's a fundamental principle in good software design, right? Make the common actions easily accessible.
It is, and it's a great example of how a well-designed, focused customization can make a huge difference in day-to-day efficiency. And the overall user experience within Acumatica, right? It's like if you're facing similar time-consuming tasks in your own business software, well, Tayana Solutions has the expertise to help you.
Yeah, I was going to say, how can our listeners connect with them if they need help with this kind of stuff?
You can reach them at 678-910-2774. They can help you streamline those workflows, provide quick support, help your on-site consultants, all with a focus on keeping your customers happy and doing it all in a cost-effective way.
That sounds like a win-win. So listeners, here's something to think about. What other routine tasks in your business software could benefit from this same approach? Where could a direct action save you and your team valuable time and make you more productive overall?
That's a great question to consider.
It's all about working smarter, not harder.
Exactly. All right, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive.
Thanks for listening, everybody.